Hi everyone. In this video, we're going to look at some ways you can modify a squat so that you can start to gradually shift some of your adaptation patterns and so that you can improve your ability to really benefit from doing a squat. One thing I want to put in the forefront as we get started is anytime you're elevating or lowering yourself, I want you to be really mindful that you're not bearing down and holding your breath. You want to be sure to exhale as you stand up and as you lower down. We don't want to add any forceful load to the pelvic floor by bearing down. All right, so grab yourself a chair, have a seat, and the first thing I want you to experiment with is just standing up out of your chair and sitting back down. And I want you to notice, what do you do? How do you use your body in order to get yourself out of a chair and in order to lower yourself down into a chair? What has to happen? What's your default that you probably do so habitually you don't even think about it anymore, of course. And you may notice that you tend to have one foot further back than the other. You may push down with your hands on your thighs a little bit to help you up. You may push down on the chair a little bit. Just take a minute and notice some of your default habits that you have. And once you've gotten that baseline, now we're going to add some parameters in. So the parameters we're going to add in are straight outside edges of the feet. If you have a habit of walking more turned out, coming to a completely straight outside edge of the foot may be too abrupt for you. Feel free to do it more incrementally as you transition. Just know your end goal, that's what you're working towards. The other parameter is to have a vertical shin. So we want the ankle and the knee to be in line with each other. And then we're going to widen the feet a little bit wider than pelvis width apart. So those are your parameters. And now from here, I want you to lift yourself out of the chair and notice what happens. Sorry, I'm sticking to my chair here. Notice what happens as you lift yourself up and lower yourself down, exhaling, please, as you do it. So you're coming up and you're coming down. And if you don't have a mirror, it can be tricky to monitor what's going on with your shins. But do the best you can. If it's really difficult for you to get in and out of a chair, maintaining those parameters, we're going to fine-tune it by elevating you with a cushion or a book or a block or something that raises you up a little bit. And again, we're still maintaining vertical shins, straight outside edges of the feet, and the width wider than the pelvis. And then from here, once you're elevated, go ahead and notice how is it for you to come in and out of a seated position from this position. And make sure your pillow isn't moving on you. What tends to happen is we tend to lose the verticality of the shin and allow the knees to drift forward because we are tight in the calf and we're weak in the glutes and the hamstrings. That's a simplified answer to why that happens. So doing this helps to develop the strength in the glutes and the hamstrings that you need to be able to squat from a lower position and to be able to lower yourself all the way down in a controlled manner, maintaining the vertical shin. If doing this in a chair is a piece of cake for you and you can easily maintain a vertical shin and the other parameters that we outlined, then start lowering yourself closer to the ground. And instead of using a chair, start with a stack of pillows and see how low are you able to go and maintain those parameters. And that is then your working edge for the squat. So you've got lots of options here. You can start with a chair, you can start with a pillow on the chair, or you can start with a lower seat to the floor and gradually start to work that process of lifting and lowering yourself, maintaining those parameters, and helping yourself reap the benefits of squats. One thing to remember, squats are wonderful, but they're only one part of a healthy movement diet. They're not the end all be all. So continue to move your body in a variety of ways, and definitely remember to spend lots of time walking. Enjoy playing with this, and I'll see you in another video.